Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshai Barakatam to all the brothers. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Yahweh Shem Yahshai to all the sisters. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. We teach that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native men, women, and children are God's chosen people according to the Bible. This is the Monday night scripture breakdown class. Please have all your questions ready in the chat for General Mahayaman. He will answer all questions with the Bible, of course, with the Holy Scriptures, with our records. I'm Priest and Officer Abadaya of 1000, holding it down until a higher ranking officer or General Mahayaman gets here. Yasharallah, Israel. Now, we know we can't be celebrating these pagan holidays. We cannot be celebrating these pagan holidays. So-called Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas, New Year's. Can't do that. We gotta serve the most God's high holy days. Hanukkah's coming up, the Purim, and of course, the Passover. Let's get that out of hand. Passover 57th, right, Mathamba? 57th annual Passover, Houston, Texas. Let's get our Passover fee ready and get all arrangements ready now, because it's coming. It's gonna be here fast. Don't that Passover demon always tries to get us at the last second. Let's be ahead of the curve this year. Let's be ahead of the curve. Some of y'all, let's start with Proverbs 29 and verse 2. Yasharallah, Israel. We have to understand that the Lord wants us. The Lord wants us in rulership. He wants us to be on top. He wants us to be ruling the earth. He wants His law, statutes, commandments, govern the earth. We in the Lord's prayer, Thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. So, the Lord, everything in Lord's domain, where He rules, everything's set up perfectly. It's just that down here is all in a twix or in disorder, because the wicked is in ruler, the wicked is in authority. They run the earth. This is Satan's kingdom. But brick by brick, the I.S.U.P.K since 1969 has been building Christ's kingdom. He is the only way to the Most High God, Christ. He's the only way back to the truth, and the I.S.U.P.K is the only way that we can serve the Most High God in Christ in these last days of time under Commanding General YAHANNA. So let's make sure that we double down in this truth. We got to. This is all we have. There's nothing outside in the world for us. There's nothing out there. All we can do outside is slave and come back, go home, and tune into these classes. Come to class. Come to the I.S.U.P.K events. Study, of course. Open the book and read. Shalom. Nice to see you. Open that book and read. When you get a chance, give me the book of Proverbs 29 and verse 2.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
See, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. See, when Christ reigns on this earth, first it's going to be, well, when he comes back, it's going to be a dark day. It's going to be a very, very dark day, because it's going to be, because the heathen, the other nations are pressure. They're going to fight. They're going to come against our King. They're going to fight Christ with the 200 million angels that's rolling behind them. They're gonna go because they don't want to lose their kingdom. They don't want to lose. They don't want to be in subjection under our King, but they're going to lose, and and the Bible describes it as within an hour, a short period of time, very short period of time. It's going to be over quick in the hurry. This land called America is going to be a lake of fire. But when the righteous, what did it say? When the righteous are what?
Come. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
And then after we get put in those chariots, after we get put in those chariots, and Christ does his thing with the angels, and then we get put back down, and then we gotta go off into the wilderness, and we gotta take the rest. We gotta put everybody else in captivity. After all that's done, everybody in captivity, and we go back into our homeland. Well, we got them working, slaving, doing what they gotta do to build up our kingdom. They are going, when we in rulership, the other nations are going to rejoice because we are going to keep the laws of God. And that means everybody's going to be protected. Everybody's going to eat well. Everybody's going to, no harm going to come to anybody. Nobody's going to be assaulted. Nobody's going to, your kid's not going to go missing. Nobody's not going to get cheated. None of that. It's just that you're going to be under us, just like we are under you. You're going to serve us, the other nations. Go ahead, Mahayaman.
Come. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
But when the wicked beareth, let's go ahead, Mahayaman. Say it again.
Come. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Yes, the wicked is in authority today. The oppressors running the earth, they're bearing rule, and the people is mourning, man. You see what happened? The people is mourning because our oppressors are ruling. The rich of this kingdom, they want to gobble up everything for themselves. Everything, leave nothing for nothing, nobody else. And also, it's very, there's no justice here on the earth. No justice. Everybody's in a state of mourning. Because there's nothing for no one else. They take the rulers of this world. They take everything for themselves. Everybody else is just slaving every day just to make ends meet. And then they're so unrighteous that they don't want. This is exactly why we need to build Christ's kingdom. So these people who are in rulership today, they can be cut off. So it's like it's almost as if the world, the trees, the earth, the people, they're waiting on the Hebrew Israelites to rise up. Even though they hate us, they're waiting for us to rise up. Of course, they want the oppressor wants his kingdom to rule as long as possible. But we have to rise up and keep these laws, such as commandments, so that the earth can be a paradise again. The earth can be a paradise. That's what it was meant to be. The earth was meant to be a paradise. And it will be under Christ's rulership. We could drop that, Mahayaman. Let's get Job chapter 9 and verse 24. Don't we want to make earth? Don't we want to make earth a paradise? It's all we gotta do. It's simple for us. All we gotta do is keep the law, such as commandments, obey our king, follow orders, do as we're told. It's simple. The law, statutes, and commandments are not grievous. They are not hard to do. So, don't eat shrimp, crab, pork, lobster. Don't steal. Don't hate your brother in your heart. If you have an ought with one another, go to him and thee alone. If that don't work out, he don't hear you, he don't agree with you, take it to council, follow the orders that our king laid down. It's very simple. It's very simple. All we gotta do is it's like what Moses told Joshua: be strong and of good courage in these last days of time. That's what we gotta do. We gotta be strong and of good courage. We have to be willing to stand for the laws of God. We gotta be willing to stand on the laws of God. That's our nation. That's our heritage. These are our records. Go ahead, Matham. I read Job chapter 9 and verse 24, Brother Fashaw.
Come. It's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
See, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. See, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Our oppressor is the wicked, because they are the ones that rule the earth. Yep. Our oppressor is the wicked. If we have not known that, we know it now. Our oppressor is the wicked. He's not our friend. He is our enemy. He is our enemy. And we got to move accordingly. Yeah, we can't be buddy-buddy with him. Like I said before, go to your slavery, go back home to your people, and that's it. It's business, that's it. There's nothing else. Especially, do not have marriages with the heathen. Your son, don't give your daughters to their sons, and don't take their daughters to your sons or yourself. Yes, cannot have marriages with the heathen, because they're going to turn us away from the Most High God. They're going to show us their culture, their ideologies, their idols, their gods. We don't want that, and they can't come to the Sabbath service. So it's like, what we doing here? We can't mingle with them. We gotta stay a holy nation. We have to stay separate. We are a separate nation, a holy nation. We are a peculiar people. We are peculiar, special, a chosen generation. Chosen generation. He chose us to be a nation of kings and priests. Nation of kings and priests. Hakwaniya, can you finish that?
24.
Yeah, Job chapter 9, verse 24. Can you grab the mic, Bubba Kashaw? The water. Appreciate you. Yeah, and we are a nation of kings and priests. Go ahead, Hakwaniya.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yes, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Our oppressor is the wicked. Our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He is the liar. He is the deceiver of the earth. He comes to destroy, unalive, steal. That's what he comes to do. He's a cunning hunter. And who's his target? Us. That's his target. His target is us, because we the chosen people of the Most High God. Like, the Lord hates him. He hates Esau. He loves Jacob. And Esau, he said. Go ahead.
He covereth the face of the judges thereof.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Who are the judges in the book, in the holy book, the Bible? We are Hebrew Israelites, the prophets, Christ, Most High. He changed Christ. He used Caesar Borgia as Christ. He made us think that the Most High was just take your hat off, brother. Shalom on Christ, the water. I'm just gonna uncover your head when you get a chance. The water. He shows us. He covered the face of Christ. Shalom, Yabashta. Son Christ. He covered the face of Christ, changed him to oppressor, changed the Most High God to an oppressor. All Moses, even in his TV shows, in his movies, of the people of the book of the Bible, he covered them to be oppressor. Go ahead.
If not, where and who is he?
And then if it wasn't Esau, who did it? Esau is the one that did.
Yahweh Shalal Shabbat.
Lee. All right. Let's get it on in here tonight. I'm going to answer all of your questions, solve all of your problems, go over your past and your childhood, and prepare you for the battle that you will have to encounter this week. Now is a good time to prepare for that, Akim. If you're ready, I'm ready. All right. Mi nombre es General Mahayaman. Estoy al servicio de el General YAHANNA. Somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Comenzamos en 1 Oeste Calle 125, Harlem, Nueva York, desde 1969, debajo del mando General YAHANNA. Carnales, esta es la verdad. Si tú eres hombre español, negros o indio nativo, tú eres Israel, el pueblo elegido de Dios. Tu madre y tu padre dicen que somos un culto y mantienen su iglesia sin culpa, pero su iglesia es culpable de todo lo que nos están pasando. Órale, haz tu preguntas. Whenever you're ready, estoy listo. I'm ready, all right? Questions?
Yes, sir. Can I make a question, sir?
Please.
This is from J.D. Walker.
Mm-hmm.
General, if I may,
Please.
can you speak on how Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 4 and Colossians chapter 3 and verse 8 is not referring to cussing or using so-called profanity, etc.? Shalom.
Okay. Remind me of the precepts he's referring to, please.
Yes, sir. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 4 and Colossians chapter 3 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Come.
I'll give you the precept ahead of time, all right? Give me, for it is not what goeth into a man which defileth a man, gracias, but which cometh out, for which cometh out are. That's the precept to prove it. I believe these are the two precepts speaking about communication. Is that what it says? Vile communication. Remind everybody what it is. Go ahead and say it, please.
Yes, sir. Want to read this precept, sir?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Getting right now, sir. Stop here. Ephesians. Yes, sir. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 4. Neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient.
That's enough. So these are two precepts that if you've ever been to church, or if you've had a grandmama or a mother that went to church, or a formerly crack-headed uncle that now turns his life over to white Jesus, they inevitably will come back and say that you are not allowed to use words that are considered profanity. All right? Everybody knows what those words are. Now, the Bible does not say that. Are those words appropriate in every case? No, they are not. There's absolutely a time when you should not use what is considered profane language, what we call curse words, all right? There's a time when you should not use them around children, around in a professional setting, in a setting that is formal, or around people that you don't quite know well, and they might form an opinion on you based on your lack of formality with them. So you should absolutely not use profanity in every situation, but there is, of course, nothing that you should do in every situation. You're going to have to modify your behavior, not simply when it comes to your speech, but with your actions especially. So curse words are not appropriate in every setting, but these precepts are not talking about curse words, and using curse words is not a sin against God. It is inappropriate in certain settings. Did you want to say something, Warrior? Please.
Based on the Webster Dictionary, knowing that Webster was overseas pulling slaves over here in America, with the Mr. Webster, wherever he was, he was over who made the dictionary. This is the words that the slaves probably eventually learned. He was overseas finding slaves, Webster. the Webster of the dictionary.
Give him a hand. That's some good knowledge you brought out just now, good warrior. Absolutely. Let me go ahead and finish that breakdown for the brothers and sisters. If you have another question, just let me know, all right? Or if you want to say anything, let me know, please. Let me just give you a precept because I believe that was the brother's question. How can I prove to someone that this is not talking about curse words, all right? The first thing I would go to is rude in speech, all right? You want to find that in the New Testament where Paul said, though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, all right? It is rude to use curse words and profanity in certain settings. It is not rude in another setting. Please, young warrior in the back. I'm sorry, you need the microphone. My apologies.
Book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 6. But though I be rude in speech.
Though I be what?
Rude in speech.
This is the Apostle Paul speaking. He's saying, though I be rude in speech, Paul many times would speak in a way that was inappropriate, right? That was inappropriate. My apologies. Inappropriate, and people wouldn't like it. People would get angry at him by the things that he said. And he's trying to explain to the people that are angry about how he speaks, though I be rude in speech, keep going.
Yet not in knowledge.
Yet not in knowledge. My speech might be rude, but the knowledge I'm giving you is absolutely kind and courteous and helpful to you. In the Israelite school of UPK, some brothers in the UPK might say a curse word from time to time. You might have heard that before in the past. We might call a woman a female dog if we believe it's necessary. We might say a curse word or something that's inappropriate in certain settings. Should it be done? It is not appropriate every time. Is it a sin? No. And if I was you, I would focus on the knowledge that we're giving out. And if we are rude sometimes about saying it, please forgive us. Lo siento. All right. My apologies. All right. Sometimes it's rude, but the knowledge is never rude. The knowledge is always on time, always appropriate, and always beneficial to you. Now, give me the last one where Jesus Christ said, it is not what cometh out of a man, but what goeth. It is not what goes in a man, but what cometh out that defiles a man.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 11. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man.
See, they were angry at Jesus Christ because he wasn't washing his hands properly before he ate. And Israelites invented hygiene. The whole concept of hand washing and pot washing comes from blacks and Latinos. Our oppressor would never wash his hands. Our oppressor couldn't wear a face mask for 6 months without going crazy and electing Donald Trump because they are rude. The white man wants to sneeze right in your mouth. That's what he wants to do. Y'all remember when white people got so angry because they had to wear a face mask during the COVID-19 crisis? What do you do if you sneeze? If you have no mask on, what do you do when you sneeze? Achoo, achoo. The white man got angry because he wants to sneeze right in your mouth. He does not want to block his nose when he sneezes. All the doctor said is to put a mask on so that when you sneeze, there's always a mask there. When you're talking with your stinking Budweiser breath and your cocaine breath, you won't spit your COVID-19 on everyone. White man couldn't handle that because he is non-hygienic. He's a disease spreader. He's a plague on the earth. Well, in the Israelite culture, we invented hygiene. So Jesus Christ was not properly washing his hands, and they thought he was absolutely evil. And then he had to cut them and say this. Go ahead and read it again.
Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man.
What goes in the mouth, if I'm eating without washing my hands, what goes in my mouth doesn't defile a man. Go ahead.
But that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man.
The thing that comes out of your mouth, that defiles a man. Now we're going to read about real profanity, real cursed words. Keep going.
Verse 12. Then came his disciples and said unto him.
You need to read down to when it says, for what he tells you what comes out of your mouth.
Yes, sir.
If it's not here, it's in another account, but it's in this exact story, all right? He tells you what kind of things come out of your mouth. Are you ready?
Kawakar.
You got it.
Verse 18. But those things which proceed out of out of the mouth come forth from the heart.
The things that come out of your mouth, it comes out of your heart, meaning your mind. You know, I've seen movies where people say they want the power to read minds. Reading minds is an absolutely unnecessary ability because all you have to do is listen to what someone says and watch what they do. That's it. There's no reason to read someone's mind, to go to some psychic to read someone's mind so you can get hustled out of every penny you work for. People tell you what's in their mind by their words and their actions. Well, Jesus Christ is saying what's come with the thing that comes out of your mouth is in your heart. Continue.
And they defile the man.
And they defile the man. The words that come out of your mouth, that's what makes you unclean. That's what makes you defiled. Keep going.
Verse 19. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts.
What comes out of your heart? Evil thoughts are in your heart. I know it based on what you say. I know it. I know every fake Israelite, Christian, and Muslim. I know your entire world is built around satisfying your oppressor, making white people happy. That's why you think you invented the white man can be saved. You think you invented it when it's the common belief of everyone on the planet. But in your heart, all you care about is getting white women, getting white money, living a white life, and pleasing white men. That's what's in your heart. You don't care about blacks and Latinos suffering and dying, and tanks coming down their street and them being dragged out of their car and murdered in their neighborhoods. You don't care about them. Your entire pursuit of God is to find a way for white people to be happy, even though blacks and Latinos are the ones in need of God's help. I can see what's in your heart based on what you say, based on your doctrine. Continue.
Murders.
Murderers. Say it again.
Murders.
That's what you say. That's a curse. Murderers. When you want to murder people like Donald Trump and ICE and crooked cops and drug dealers and thieves and liars and pigs and pimps, that's what comes out of your mouth. The people that you want to harm, the people you want to murder. Continue.
Adulteries.
Adultery. See that these are curse words. These are things you should not say. These things. Adultery. I know all you think about is sleeping with a man's woman, showing some dirty bitch that you're better than her ex, so that you can be her new ex, so that you can take her from another man because you're better than her baby's father. You're better than him. You're more of a man. You would never treat the kids like that. So you can sleep with another man's woman. That's it. All you think about is committing adultery. What is adultery? Sleeping with another man's woman, or a woman sleeping with anyone other than her man. I know that's all you think about. How do I know? Because that's what you say. That's what comes out of your mouth. That's why the Christian church is the home of adultery. Everyone in there, every man in there has thrown away some woman simply so he can make another woman his only woman. That's all he cares about, is having one woman. So what does he have to do? I'm going to leave you so I can make her my only wife. Then I'm going to leave you so I can make her my only wife. Then I'm going to leave you so I can make her my only wife. That's all you do. That's your actions, and you talk about it. That's your doctrine. It's called monogamy. That's adultery in the Bible. I know it because that's what you say. That's what comes out of your mouth. Continue.
Fornication.
What is fornication? Oh my goodness. Fornication is unlawful sex. What's unlawful sex? Sodomy, meaning being a sodomite, being someone that is of the LGBT community, a sexual deviant, someone that touches and harms children, of whom which it would be better if a millstone was tied around your neck and you be thrown in the river than to harm one of these children. I pray you understand that. Come on, Ak, in the back. You need the microphone, though. Whenever you're about to raise your hand, get the microphone first, all right? Go ahead.
For abortion, would abortion be, like, let's say if your wife aborted your baby, would that be considered fornication to the Lord?
No, abortion is murder. That's what abortion is. Unless it's self-defense, just like any killing. Abortion is the killing of a human being. There are some times when you can kill a human being and it's not murder. What case would that be? Self-defense. There is sometimes when abortion is self-defense. Sometimes you understand. All right. Let me move on and get to the next question. Go ahead. I'll get you 1 second, young warrior. All right. Stand by. Go ahead.
Next question.
I mean, I think did I get it? Everybody gets it, right? You understand. That's the precept that you go to understand what actual cursing is and what is not cursing. All right. Next, preguntas, próximo.
Yes, sir. This is also from J.D. Walker. Shalom, if I may. Understanding sin is transgression of the law. Can you give me the precept for the law being transgressed pertaining to holidays? Shalom.
No problem. Give me Jeremiah 10:1. Give me thou shalt have no gods before me. I would go there first, then I would go to Jeremiah 10:1. I would go to Leviticus 23:1. I would start there first, and then I would go to describe these holidays. Their so-called Thanksgiving is coming up soon. And of course, blacks and Latinos, your political leaders did not have the strength to go on strike for Thanksgiving. That's what should have happened. The government was shut down, which would have meant that they would not have been able to have a good Thanksgiving or a good Christmas. The entire country could have went on strike. You could have protested, and in protest, canceled Christmas, canceled Thanksgiving, which would have brought your oppressor to his knees. Every filthy and wicked rich man hates when the workers band together for power. And you could have protested, and there would have been no Halloween, no Thanksgiving, no Christmas. There should be no basketball games, no football games. There should be nothing that the white man can do to have fun and to make money unless he gives you your proper portion of fun and money. But instead, of course, your religious leaders gave up. So now you're about to go through people in the world having the most wonderful Thanksgiving while tanks are coming down the streets, ripping Latino babies out of their mother's arms. Well, all holidays are a sin against God because these holidays are not God's high holy days. I would start with Leviticus 23:1. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. HQ said they got a precept, sir, just now for what you were saying.
Give headquarters a hand. Good to see you, headquarters. Headquarters is with us tonight, or they just tapped in? They on the screen?
Shalom.
Good to see you, headquarters. You want to say anything, please let me know.
Shalom, sir.
All right, you got it up. I'll take the precept from headquarters first then.
Yes, sir. HQ, you're unmuted, but I don't think the sound's coming through. Oh, 1 second. It might be.
Can I be heard? Can I be heard? Can you hear me now?
Oh, you're good now.
Good to hear from you, headquarters. What's going on, warrior?
Shalom, sir. I had a precept, sir, in 33rd chapter, verse 7 to 9. Right here, brother.
What chapter?
Ecclesiastes 33,
All right, let's hear it.
verse 7 to 9. Why doth one day excel another, when as the light of every day in the year is of the sun? Verse 8.
Go ahead.
By the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished, and he altered his feast.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. Some of them have made high days and hallowed them, and some of them have made ordinary.
Perfect precept, Levi. Absolutely outstanding. Give him a hand. That is a perfect precept. Meaning, what makes one day different than another day? The Most High God hallows a certain day and separates that day from other days to make it special to you, to make it important to you. Christmas and Thanksgiving were not days that the Most High God separated and made holy. They are not high holy days. They should be just another day to you. That's it. It should be any other day of the week, because God has not sanctified them and hallowed them, meaning set them apart. Microphone, of course. You want to say something, right? Go ahead.
That'd be for like birthdays as well.
Yes, it's like birthdays. Give him a hand. It's the same thing. A lot of you women out there, because you love to act like children, because This world infantilizes women. It makes you act like constant babies. You have to have your way at 40 years old. You still have to have your way. So you can't let go of birthdays because you're self-absorbed, just like a little baby is self-absorbed. So a lot of you can't even come into the truth because you can't give up worshiping yourself every year, although your life is terrible every day of that year except for one. Yeah, it absolutely is referring to birthdays, which are not special days. The day of your birth is not a special day at all. It's not. It's just any other day. That's all. Continue.
Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 1.
Let me make sure I'm understood. The day you were born, that's a special day, but not every year. Every year to commemorate it, that's not a special day. The actual day of your birth is a special day for you and your parents. But next year it's not. And 10 years later and 40 years later, it is not. Continue.
Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts.
Even what?
Even these are my feasts.
Even what?
Even these are my feasts.
Where was the precept you pulled again, Levi?
That was Ecclesiastes 33, verse 8.
Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 33, verses 7 to 9.
7 to 9. Verse 8.
That's perfect. You add that with Leviticus 23 and 1. That's what you have to prove it's in the law. And transgression of the law is sin. It's a sin to celebrate Christmas. It's a sin to celebrate your birthday. It's a sin to celebrate Thanksgiving. Now, ask yourself, do you even give a damn? Do you care at all? That's when you can search your soul. That's when you can really search your soul. Now that you know it's not of God, does it matter to you? Well, then you'll know who you are. I know who I am. I pray you understand. Any other questions? As preguntas. Young warrior, we get the young warrior in the class. You got it.
If I could, when you're talking about abortion with the females, my thing is, if the female was raped at a young age and the parents, knowing that a lot of black communities can't afford an extra kid, and the parents like they just can't afford the kid, and what would you say about that?
I think it's an excellent idea, and it's a great sacrifice if that woman could carry that child to term and put that child up for adoption. There are many women out here that would love a baby who cannot have children, many of them. And you are stealing a child from that woman. If you're willing to go through 9 months of pain, then there's another woman that will take the pain for the rest of that child's life so that you don't have to go through it. But you'll go through 9 months of pain for the women who will raise that baby. And they'll go through 35, 50, 70 years of pain with that child. And if we could all do that, if we're willing to inconvenience ourselves and make sacrifices for one another, then we can be better people than the men that raped us. Everyone understands. All right, anything else?
This is from Kwashab Bun Yahawada, Salaki Alawat. Can you break down Mark chapter 10, verses 11 and 12?
No problem, man. No problem. Sin problem.
Okay.
Let's go.
This is the book of Mark chapter 10 and verse 11. And he saith unto them, whosoever shall put away his wife and marry another committeth adultery against her.
This is quite simple. This is what you've seen your whole life. Whosoever shall put away his wife and marry another. Let me make it simple. I break up with her because this is my girlfriend. I'm having sex with her, but I meet somebody else. So what do? I break up with her, and now this is my girlfriend. Or if you're a Christian, I'm married to her. I'm married to her, but she gets older. I'm tired of arguing with her. The kids are grown. we have bad blood from years of being together, and I met someone younger, someone better, someone I can have a honeymoon phase with. So I divorce her and I marry her. Read it one more time.
Yes, sir. And he saith unto them, whosoever shall put away his wife.
Putting away your wife is divorcing her or breaking up with her, leaving her. Whosoever shall put away his wife, go ahead.
And marry another.
And marry another. That is common, everyday Christian practice. Not only is it Christian practice, it's considered the right thing to do. Meaning, what's the wrong thing to do? You meet a new girl you like. What's the wrong thing to do? Who wants to blow my mind? Cheat on the first girl. That's considered wrong, right? You can't cheat on a girl. You can't. That would be wrong, right? I can't cheat on her. Are you cheating on me? Never. I would never do anything like that. I'm not like your what? I'm not like your, come on, y'all. New York, up front, up front.
Ex.
I'm not like your ex. I ain't gonna cheat on you like your baby's father cheated on you. Never. So since I can't cheat on her, I do the right thing and do what? You send her that text message, right? Hey, listen, it's my fault. I'm always love you. You know, it's me, but this is not working. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. You think you're doing the right thing. Let me tell you something now. Listen to me carefully. Cheat on her. That's what you should do. You should do the right thing and cheat on her, because in cheating on her, now you have kept her. Now you have two women. Cheat on her. You found some other woman, you in love with her. You think God has put you together. It doesn't mean God didn't put you together with the other woman either. Cheat on the first one. Cheat on her, keep them both. Then you'll know what hell is. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead. Then you'll be in the boat with the rest of us. Everybody understands. Good Lord. I'm tired, brother. I got 4 wives and I'm weary. Do you understand me, young man? I'm weary. I'm weary like Otis Redding. Weary. I'm like butter spread out over too much bread. Spread thin, young man. Spread thin. Go ahead and be like me if you want to. Okay, if that's what you're into, go ahead and do it. All right. The point is, once you have sex with them, you got to keep them. You can't throw them away. You can't divorce the first one. You can't put her away. You got to keep all of them. Because if you don't keep her, keep going.
Yes, sir. Committed adultery against her.
Then you committed adultery against her by throwing her away to marry someone new. You have to keep all of them, Mark. Or keep none of them, or just don't get a wife, or just don't have sex. Just, don't have sex with a woman at all. But if you have sex with a woman, meeting someone new does not give you the right to throw away the original wife. That's it. Monogamy is adultery. Monogamy is adultery. Monogamy is a sin. Because for me to have one wife, I have to break up with the other one. For me to have one woman, I have to leave the other one. And that is the life in the Christian church. Falling in love, spending $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 on a big ceremony, and in 2 years going down to the court spending $20 to get a divorce. And that's that. And ending the whole entire thing. Now you got to split up this. Some of you Christians, you go buy a house with the broad. Oh my God. Brother, you buy a house with her, you are going to absolutely know what marriage in the world really is. Marriage in the world has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with love. Marriage in the world is a business contract. And you're going to find that out when you go get a house with you and her and put your name on it. Now she wants to leave you or you want to leave her, but you are stuck in that business deal, stuck in it. Now you got to give her $100,000 or she gives you $200,000 because you own this house together. It's a business deal. It has nothing to do with love, nothing to do with God. It's a business contract. And if you don't believe it, 2 men can go do the same thing. 2 gay men can walk into that office and sign the same business contract. 2 gay women can walk into that office and sign the same business contract. But there is somebody that cannot sign the business contract. There is one form of love that is still illegal. Gay men can marry. Last week, the Supreme Court decided to uphold every gay person's right to be married. But there is still a form of love that is illegal today. Who knows what kind of love that is? Bigamy. Alexa, is bigamy lawful in America?
I don't know that.
You don't. Alexa, is it legal to be a bigamist in America?
I don't have an answer for that.
I like this one here, boy. She is rebellious as hell. Someone look at it in your phone and find out whether or not bigamy is lawful. Bigamy is legal. Ask your Alexa up there in New York, Levi. Yeah, go ahead and read it. Get the microphone.
Con. No, this according to Google AI.
Yeah, that's all you need.
No, bigamy is not legal in America.
Bigamy is still illegal. 2 men can get married. 2 women can get married. But 1 man cannot marry 2 women. It is illegal. You can be arrested in America right now if you get a marriage license with 2 women. It is the only act of love that is still illegal. Every other act of love is legal. They're fighting to make child molesting legal right now. And if you don't know, go look it up. They're fighting right now to say, Megyn Kelly said it this week. Megyn Kelly said, well, Jeffrey Epstein wasn't a real child molester because the kids were like 15. You know, that's not real pedophilia. Pedophilia is when they're like 3, 6 years old. There's a push right now in America to make pedophilia legal. Megyn Kelly just did it last week. But to be a bigamist, you're going to jail. If you're a man with 2 wives, 2 marriage licenses, you go to jail. Listen, why? Because it is the one thing that is lawful and just according to God. If you leave your woman, if you leave your girlfriend and get another girlfriend, you are an adulterer. If you leave the woman you're having sex with, stop having sex with her, tell her it's over, I don't want to be with you anymore, and then go get a new girlfriend, you are an adulterer because monogamy is adultery. Anything else? Please, Copa otra vez, please.
I believe HQ had a question, sir.
Please.
If I may, sir.
You got it.
I have a young man, Gregory, first time in class tonight. Yeah.
Give young man Gregory a hand. I see you, young warrior Gregory. Let's get it on now. What's your question, young brother?
I'm not sure if you told me the chapter. What do it mean, battle with principalities and higher places, spiritual place? What do that mean?
I can't quite hear you. You said, what does it mean, battle with what?
What do it mean when you battle with principalities and higher places, rival wars?
Absolutely. That's an excellent question. Give the young brother Gregory a hand. I'll pull it up for you. Sure. Give me for the taking down of strongholds and principalities and high places. Young brother Gregory, I'll explain it to you, all right?
Yes, sir.
What Paul is, whenever the brothers get it, someone raise their hand and let me know. You can read it in headquarters if you would like as well, all right? Just let me know who has it first. Whenever you have it, tell me, all right? We wrestle not against flesh and blood. New Testament.
Got it, sir. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12.
Levi, take it. Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
That's the point. Now, as you know, Jesus Christ said that you are soldiers for Christ. That's in the Bible. You're a soldier. You're an ambassador for Jesus Christ, right? We're soldiers and warriors here in the UPK, right? We are men of war. That is in our DNA. It is who we are. It is what life is about to us. But we are a different kind of warrior, a different kind of soldier. The Bible says that there's an administration of death that is over. Now there is the administration of life. There's a government that kills people, right? The Sadducee and Pharisee did that. They stoned people who were sinners. They killed people who were gay, killed people who were adulterers, killed people who ate pork and shrimp. Then Jesus Christ came and he started the administration, the government of life. Now we teach people who are gay not to be gay. We teach people who eat pork and shrimp not to eat pork and shrimp. Why? So that they don't have to die. So that there is no need for a government of death, because we will snatch their lives out of death's hand. That's the administration of life. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We don't fight, men. We train in the UPK. I train, 4 or 5 times a week, all the time. Shamgar, my God, he's training constantly. Over there, Gabar, tons of brothers. The brother down there. There's tons of brothers in the UPK. We exercise, we lift weights, we train with the Yad Korab, which is the UPK's official martial arts that we've learned, since 1969. We train physically to be able to defend ourselves and our families, but that is not our warfare. Our warfare is not that. We don't wrestle. We don't fight against men, against flesh and blood. I'm not fighting against him with his hands, his feet, and his gun. That's not what my war is about. Continue.
But against principalities.
But against what?
Principalities.
What is a principality? A principality is a, young brother, say it out loud, nice and loud. Nice and loud. Come on.
Principality would be basically talking
higher
about
places.
Say,
enemies.
say government. That's all you need. Government. Give him a hand. Go ahead, Gregory. Government. That's all you need. You want to make it simple. Government. That's what you're going to say next time. You're going to say government because you want to make it simple and you want to understand it. A principality is a government. That's it. Right? It's a principality. It decides what speed you can drive. It decides how many fines you can pay. There's a principality that is your enemy. You understand? It's a government, and it pushes people to sin. And it's a system. People use the word systematic racism. You've heard that term before, right?
Sir.
That's a system to oppress and belittle blacks and Latinos. And it's not, a thought in someone's mind. It's pinned to paper in the Congress. It's in the banking system. It's in the school district. It's in the Congress. It's an actual government that makes sure you cannot buy a house, you cannot go to college, that your children suffer while white children prosper, and there are laws put into effect to make sure of it. This is what you might not have known. There is a principality of sin. There's also that. And there's a government that wants you to celebrate Christmas. And it's powerful. It's strong. Strong, weak people can't resist it. They have to do it. There's a powerful government that wants you to celebrate Thanksgiving. It is strong. And they push it. And guess what? Even if you don't celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving, you're not working because the job is closed. So you're still not working. I always wonder, why can't you just say to your job, listen, I don't celebrate it. Let me come in on Christmas. We shutting down on Christmas. It's closed on Christmas. That's that. Right? There's a government that wants you to sin against God, that wants you to eat pork, that wants you to eat shrimp. Do I have to tell you there's a government that wants you to get high? You don't know that? I bet you do. I bet you do know that there is a strong, strong enemy that is in the Congress, that is in the White House, that wants you to be a drug addict. And your father was destroyed by it, and your uncles and your neighborhood, your barrio, tu barrio was destroyed by a powerful government that wants you to be a drug addict. We're fighting that. We're not fighting people. We're fighting the influence of powerful, powerful governments that want our people to be destroyed. Continue.
Against power.
Go ahead, warrior.
Against power. Against the rulers of darkness of this world.
Against the what?
The rulers of darkness of this world.
That's what I just broke down, young man, Gregory. The rulers of what? Of America? No. Of Great Britain? No. Of Philadelphia? Of New York? No. The rulers of darkness. Darkness. There are people that have so much power and decide whether or not China can sell rice. And they also want you to smoke weed and pop pills. They want your woman to be a whore. They want your daughter to be a whore. They want you to eat pork. They want you to eat ham and celebrate Thanksgiving. They want you to be a sexual deviant. They want it. They're pushing it to your children on roadblocks and time nonsense. You almost cannot escape it because powerful entities want you to be a sexual deviant. If you try not to be a sexual deviant, before you know it, it'll come up on your phone. Gay, nonsense, and lesbians and gay and women pretending to be men and men pretending to be women will be pushed into your phone on your computer. You will have to accept it unless you're a warrior like us, because we don't accept it and we fight so that you don't either. Keep going.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Mathemia. Against what?
Spiritual wickedness in high places.
Against physical wickedness.
Spiritual wickedness.
Gym bag. I'm not trying to grab me that from me. Gym bag. Yeah. Spiritual wickedness. Once again, I'm not talking about guns or tanks or bombs or things that people think is war. That's nothing. It's small. But if you can fight in the heart of a man to change his mind, to change a woman's mind, to get someone off of drugs, is a Herculean effort. It's a powerful thing. In the UPK, you can be a homosexual and stop. You can do it. There are people right now in this world that have been molested when they were children. There are women that act like boys, girls that act like boys. And you would think that they cannot change. You would think, what about them? Who knows? Because this is what they tell you. Please, officer.
You would think they were born that way.
You would think they were born like that. Why do you think that? Because that's what. Go ahead, warrior. You had your hand up? It's on.
When's
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You got it.
When's the Passover?
The Passover is on what date? Who knows? April 4th. Give him a hand, young warrior. Well said. Good question. And I'm giving you some money today. Good job. April 4th. It's in Houston, Texas. It's the 57th annual Passover. Is that right? April 4th is right up here on this wall, so you can come read it later. So once again, the Passover has to be taught because we have to fight against the government, the principality of darkness that wants you to celebrate Christmas. Christmas is evil. Thanksgiving is evil. But there are men who rule the world that want you to celebrate Christmas. It takes a warrior to celebrate the Passover. Well said, Kaparium. Good job, brother. All right. Where are we at now? You get the point. Young man Gregory, do you understand now or no?
Yes, sir. I got one more question.
Let me get him. Go ahead, Art.
The question is, how do we defeat the principality? How we defeat them?
No problem. Precept. The foolishness of preaching. Let me tell you, young brother, in the UPK, we are in a battle for hearts and minds. That's what we're fighting for. Gracias. We're battling for hearts and minds in here. You're gonna see, I'm sure your whole life you've been taught, to celebrate Christmas, to eat pork, to eat shrimp, to do things that are wrong against God. You've been taught these things your whole life, correct?
Correct.
And in many times taught them by people that you love and respect. Taught to do a very evil thing by someone that you listen to, right?
Yes,
but
sir.
what we have to do is we have to teach the right thing. That's what we do in here. We teach the right thing. And in doing so, we change the minds of the people who otherwise would commit sin against God. And that's what we do. Precept. Get the precept while I look for something in my bag real fast. Go ahead. Go ahead. Through the foolishness of preaching.
1 Corinthians 1:18.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll find it for you in 1 second. Go ahead, Doc.
1 Corinthians chapter 1. For the preaching of the them that perish,
Go ahead.
but unto us the power of God.
You want the term the foolishness of preaching, that term. Go ahead.
3 verses down.
Go ahead.
For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Verse 21. After that, in the wisdom of God.
That ain't it, Doc. You want to go straight? See if you see the word the foolishness of preaching.
It's right
That's
there.
what you need. Just like, then go straight to it next time. Go straight to it, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 21. After that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God.
Through the read it one more time.
For after that, in the wisdom of God.
For after that, in the wisdom of God, meaning God had this wisdom. He had such wisdom that he did this. Go ahead.
The world by wisdom knew not God.
The world by wisdom knew not God. But some of you, I see if you see a UPK envelope in the car right up in the front. All right. The world by wisdom knew not God. Who knows what that means? The world by wisdom knew not God. A bun, microphone.
Counselor, by the world's wisdom, by their knowledge,
because of their knowledge,
they don't know God. It's against God.
Meaning the reason people don't know God is because they're taught not to know God. It's something you learn. You learn to ignore God for it not to matter. What matters to you is whatever you can have sex with, eat, or smoke. That's it. You learn that. That's what you learn. You learn that God's law doesn't matter. You learn that traditions matter more than the law. By wisdom, you are ignorant of God. You don't know God because you're taught it. You're taught not to know God. Continue.
It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
Don't you understand? Because people teach you to be ignorant of God, it pleased God to teach you to know about him. He's fighting fire with fire. Since you're going to learn about Christmas and learn about being gay and learn that women can become men, he's going to teach you that they cannot. He's going to teach you that a boy is a boy and a girl is a girl. You're going to learn it. You're going to learn it. And that's how we're going to win this battle, brother. You understand, young brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anything else?
That's it, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, warrior.
Thank you,
Give him a hand, a bun.
Counselor, I had two questions, two initial questions that are not necessarily related.
Go ahead.
The first one was our stance on the increased aggression that the U.S. is taking, that Esau is taking against Venezuela. We know, not everyone in South, the action we're taking against Venezuela specifically, is that because...
Tell the brother I found it. Tell the brother outside I found it. Go ahead. The brother in the back can tell him. Go ahead.
Our stance, our stance on it. My understanding was that most likely the reason that they're doing what they're doing is that Venezuela is sitting on a lot of oil and natural resources, and they're having beefs and battles with China across the planet in regards to tariffs. Ukraine's hitting Russia's oil supplies as well, etc. So, is this a grab essentially for oil? Similar way that they invaded Iraq for the same way to steal oil and gold, etc. Or what? What's our stance on it? What's the reason they're taking increased aggression?
I got you. Okay, there are so many wars. Well, first of all, virtually every war has started because of the pursuit of money. World War I was about money. World War II was about money. The Korean War, the Vietnamese War, the Panama War, the war in Panama, the war in Great Britain, when Great Britain went to war with, not the Shetland Islands, went to war with some island. Come on.
Falkland Islands.
The Falkland Islands. It's all about money. It's about commerce and trade, right? This particular rumor of war with Venezuela is about the Epstein list. That's what it's about. There was a term for it. Bill Clinton did it at one time. When Bill Clinton was going through a terrible time in the press with Monica Lewinsky, he invaded a country. He went to, I forget who he went to war with, but Bill Clinton went to war with somebody when everybody found out that he had oral sex with some woman in his office late at night. He invaded a country quickly. And there was a book written about it called Wag the Dog. If you look up the term wag the dog, it's a political phrase that means usually the dog wags its tail, right? But in this case, the tail wags the dog, meaning the war is simply an instrument to get your mind off of something else. That's that. And the entire reason that there's a giant aircraft carrier in Venezuela, and there's war in Nigeria too. You hear about that? War in Nigeria, war, is so that we can talk about that and not talk about the fact that Donald Trump gave oral sex to Bill Clinton. That happened. That is in the Epstein files, along with a picture of Bill Clinton in a dress. That is in the Epstein files that came out this week, that Donald Trump gave oral sex to Bill Clinton, and there's a picture of Bill Clinton wearing a blue dress, which is super common with those rich Harvard skull and bones fraternity type Edomites, white people. Everything about them is sexual and cross-dressing. Show me Rudy Giuliani and Donald Trump. Rudy Giuliani dressed up like a woman. It is like part of their culture to dress up like a woman and be a girl, when that's a sin against God. Why? Because boys are boys and girls are girls. That's it. And that's what you have to teach. Donald Trump doesn't believe in that. Donald Trump thinks he can act like a girl when he cannot. That's the point of the war in Venezuela. That's the point of the entire thing. Go ahead.
Slugger, sir, if I could, my second question was actually on that topic. I thought it was unrelated, but thought of that, sir.
Yes, sir.
The question was on our stance on those emails. I didn't read the emails, but it's the headline said that Epstein was asking Vladimir Putin if he had the photo. Can we verify that, sir? Or
It's in the file that they released.
Okay,
it's in the file he released. He's asking, does Putin have the video of Trump performing oral sex on Bubba? Bubba, I remember it if you're old enough. That's Bill Clinton's nickname, Bubba. That was his nickname. And that's what he's asking. Does Putin have it? Because Donald Trump performed oral sex on a man. That's what he did. You're shocked? You don't know him then. They don't even think, they're immoral. You play the video. Yes. There's a video of that. Play the video. You can hear what they're saying when he's telling Rudy Giuliani how pretty he is. A man dressed up like a woman. It's disgusting, and it has to be spoken out against. You want me to move on while you're waiting? Go ahead. But
it's like, sir, so that if I could, sir, then the joke will be on everybody who voted for him. Because I remember when it was coming out, he's like, "Oh, this is the man's president." They were going to push, for healthier eating and all the men, to get in shape and get ready for war. Come to find out, sir, all those presidential debates they were having were foreplays. They were getting it on in the background. The Democrats and Republicans are one and the same, sir. So again, we say not to vote. It's a joke, and people tell me that you're taking part in it. These are two different, people, and they're the same person, sir. It's like,
give him a hand. He's telling the truth. That's right, brother. Go get the brother the microphone right here.
Is there a reason why he's trying to push this $2,000 check as well?
That is the reason that he's talking about. I'm going to give everybody $2,000. Right? Everybody's getting $2,000. Go ahead, young brother.
If I could, but we were talking about Vladimir Putin. Now, I met this dude in prison. He was talking about Putin, the president, the dictator before Putin. He didn't like him. He's from Russia. And he said, Vladimir Putin did a lot of great things for our country. Now, a man that's stuck in American prison has said that even though they're not even helping him in Russia, he means a lot. But I'm saying it regarding our world. He don't like America, which he's saying. Trump type, those people.
Let me stop you for time's sake, but I get your point. I understand what you're saying is true. Give him a hand. He's telling the truth. All right, go ahead.
So, come.
Please, Abun.
It's like, sir, I had a precept. I'm asking if this is a precept, sir, on them being so bloodthirsty yet being, effeminate and cross-dressers.
Yeah, go ahead.
Revelation chapter 9 and verse 8. It's like verse 7. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle. And on their heads were, as it were, crowns like gold. And their faces were as the faces of men. Verse 8. And they had hair as the hair of women.
That's exactly what that's talking about. All of these tough guys who are actually feminine. I remember during the election when they were acting like the Democrats were the gay party, for pro-transgender and pro-gay rights. And I used to wonder, well, what are the Republicans? You think the Republicans aren't gay? They're both gay. All of them are gay. All of them are men pretending to be women. All of them are. There's no party that is not gay in American politics. They're all gay. All of them. What Abun is saying is true. You have the video or not? Go ahead.
Look what we found in our video vault. A cringe-inducing comedy sketch they made in 2000. That's Giuliani, then mayor of New York, in drag.
You're really beautiful.
The sketch was for a charity dinner, and it's pretty racy.
This may be the best of all. Oh, you dirty boy, you. Oh.
18 years later, the bromance is...
Anyway, that's what the war in Venezuela is about, Abun. And the war in Nigeria, and ICE, and everybody fighting, and $2,000 a month. It won't work in here, however. Everyone understands. Anything? Give me a question online, please.
This is from at Humble Brother. Shalom. Quick question. How do you really forgive someone that wronged you?
How do you forgive someone that harmed you? I'll give you some things that can make it easier, and then I'll tell you how to do it. Shalom. You forgive someone that harms you. What helps is if they can pay you back, recompense, penance. So imagine it's hard for me to forgive someone for stealing my wallet unless he gives back my wallet, right? If he stole $100 from me, it would be a lot easier for me to forgive him if he could give me $100. So what you'll find that helps you forgive is if the person who harmed you could pay you back for the thing that they've done, right? Could give you a gift, could do some things to help you to forgive them. I stole this from you. I wronged you. So I'm giving you this because I want you to forgive me. I'm going to pay my debt to you. That helps you to forgive someone. All right. Let me give you another thing that helps you to forgive someone. For you to get a judgment about it to prove that they even wronged you in the first place. Many of you are angry at someone that did nothing to you because you have not taken them to counsel. There's been no judgment even proving that you were wronged. You were wronged up here in your mind in some cases. But if someone actually wronged you, the first thing you want to do is take them to counsel. You come in there, you tell your camp leader, the captain over your region, this person did this to me. Your camp leader will investigate it. Through his investigation, many times he can give you justice. But if you never tell anyone about it, how will you get justice for it? If all you do is think up in your head, this person did this to me. I don't tell anyone. I don't tell any authority figure. So now all I can do is just be angry up here. But if I would tell someone in authority, that person in authority could be able to get me justice for what happened to me. Oh, then you can forgive. Because now you've received justice. They did wrong you, but now something terrible is happening to them. And when you see it, you'll go, I'm vindicated. I received justice. That makes it easier. Now, here's how you do it. You do it because you want someone to forgive you for what you've done. That's how you do it. You want to be forgiven? Tons of people think how someone has wronged them. That's all the time. You know what I rarely have heard is, how can I get someone to forgive me? I don't even know if I've ever heard it, ever. You know, how can I get this person to forgive me? What I always hear is, how can I forget it? How can I let this go that they've done to me? How can I forgive them? This thing they've done to me is so hard. Well, how do you expect people to forgive you? Do it like that, right? But all those women that you had sex with and threw away, all those brothers who you slept with their wives and their girlfriends that they loved, all the people you sold drugs to, or the people you harmed. Well, how do you expect them to do it? Do it like them. Everyone understands. Anything else? Please, no.
So, like, sir, is it different between forgiving and forgetting?
No, that whole forgive and forget nonsense is, I don't know who invented that garbage to give you the right to not forgive. But it's like saying, I'll forgive it, but I won't forget it. How about this? I'll never know you didn't forget if you don't bring it up. Just shut your mouth about it. Remember it all you want up in your head, but don't bring it up again. Right? That's a way for people to say, I do forgive him, but I don't forget. I forgive, but I don't forget. You don't forgive. That's what that means. You're bringing it up all the time. You're talking about it all the time because you don't forgive. No problem, because I'm going to talk about what you've done. I'm going to bring that up constantly, all the time. Then you'll see what it's like. Anything else?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
This is from Priest Rapayad TV from Officer 50 Rapayad. Question. Slaki, sir, if I could, can I get a breakdown on the difference between the preserved of Israel and the Gentiles in Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 6?
Go ahead and read it.
This is the book of Isaiah.
Please, go by otra vez, please. Perdóname. Go ahead.
Chapter 49 and verse 6. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob.
Did you say, is it or it is?
It is.
Go ahead.
And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel.
Okay, I'm missing it. Is it right here?
It's right here, sir.
Go ahead.
I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth.
I got you. Read it from the top.
Yes, sir. Kawakam. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel.
And to restore the what?
And to restore the preserved of Israel.
The preserved of Israel is speaking about the tribe of Judah. At this time, you know, the northern kingdom, or what we call today the Hispanics and the North American Indians and Seminole Indians, they were thrown away about 600 years before Judah was taken down in 70 AD. So now America is about 200 years old. For 600 years, the nation of Israel was split between the tribe of Judah and the other tribes that were thrown away for 600 years before finally Judah was also thrown away. So they were heathens to the tribe of Judah. They were Gentiles to the tribe of Judah. Think about how America is separate from Great Britain. America has been separate from Great Britain for 200 years. They still fought a war with each other, 2 wars with each other. One, the Revolutionary War, and then another war in 1812. Well, blacks and Hispanics, the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Israel were separate for 600 years. You understand? This is speaking about them. They're the preserved of Israel. They're still in Jerusalem. They still have a capital in the Holy Land. They still are in the Temple of Solomon. They're preserved. They're still there. Then there's the other ones who are not preserved. They're thrown away into captivity. You're going to bring them all together. You're going to the tribe of Judah in Jerusalem and teach them that they are not righteous simply because they live in Jerusalem. They are just as wicked as the people that God threw away. The tribe of Judah thought that they were better than the other tribes who were cast out simply because they were in Jerusalem, simply because they had the temple. Yet they were adulterers and they ate swine's flesh. Yet they killed John the Baptist because he exposed their adultery. Jesus Christ said, whosoever is without sin, cast the first stone. None of them could cast any stones because they were sinners, though they were preserved. Well, he sent to them too, to change them. And he's also sent to the ones who were not preserved. They were thrown off into captivity after captivity, living over here in the Americas, worshiping wolves and buffalo and dancing for rain. He's going to go get them all. Get all of them and bring them, hold your point up. Get them all and bring them all back together again. That's the point. That's the difference I can preserve than the other one, he said. All right. Anything else? Give me a question online.
Yes, sir. This is from Officer Karanyala. Officer Karanyala.
All right.
I.S.U.P.K. Shalom, General.
Shalom, warrior.
My Lord, can I get a general breakdown of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 14 through 16?
No problem. Karanya Allah. Go ahead, warrior. Read it, someone.
Yes,
About
sir.
if you got it, you can read it.
Yes, sir. This is the book of 1 Corinthians.
Also, let me know when to go upstairs, all right?
Yes, sir. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 14. Doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? Verse 15.
Nature teaches you that. Now, Karanya Allah, how does nature teach you? First of all, nature says it's a shame for a man to have long hair. Nature teaches you that. How does nature teach you that it is a shame for a man to have long hair? Because it absolutely does teach you that. How does it, though? Let Karanyala answer it, right? Does not nature teach you that it is a shame for a man to have long hair? Many of your Christians, including the purple pigs of the Israelite United in Jesus Christ Church, they believe that a man must cut his hair every 2 weeks, as God intended. As God intended for you to go to the barbershop every 2 weeks, as Jesus wants, to make sure that your hair is not long. My first question is, how does God teach you? How does nature teach you that? Karanyala, did he answer?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Your hair falls out when you get older.
Your hair falls out, give him a hand. That's how nature teaches you, right? If nature teaches it, it cannot be taught in a book, and it cannot be taught in a sermon. It cannot be said out of someone's mouth. If nature teaches it, then it happens, come on, blow my mind, naturally. A man has male pattern baldness, your hair falls out, you get to a certain age and you start going bald, right? That's how it happens to virtually everyone, except for Commanding General YAHANNA. God damn it. How do you explain that? That's how you know he's supposed to be in charge. Look at that man with that head of hair like that. He's supposed to be in charge with a head of hair like that at his age. Anyway, okay, so that's how nature teaches you. Here's the next question you have to ask. Does not nature teach you that it is a shame for a man to have long hair? What is long hair? What does that mean? What is tall? What is short? What does that even mean? So, Karanyala, what does long hair mean? How many inches is long hair? Right? What does long hair mean? Karanyala, answer. You got to hurry up, though. What does it mean to have long hair? What dimensions does that mean? Because I know, you might, but how tall are you? 6'4"? You 6'4". People call you tall, right? What would they call you in the NBA? You'd be short in the NBA. They would go, he can't play in the NBA. He's only 6'4". He'd have to play point guard. You couldn't play shooting guard because you got to be about 6'6" to be a shooting guard in the NBA. So they say, Abun, you're too short to be a shooting guard. To be a 2 guard, you'd have to be a 1 guard because you're just too short, right? They would have to tell you that, right? So what is long hair? What does that even mean? Come on.
Officer Karanyala says to not be bald.
It is a shame for a man to have long hair. What is long hair? Let me give you the answer, Karanyala. Long hair, short, tall, is subjective. You understand? There is no length that is long, just like there is no height that is tall. Tall in China is what? 5'11"? That's tall. right? They go, damn, look how tall he is. He's 5'11", he's 5'10", right? Tall, short, long, short. That's subjective. It could change based on who you're around. So then, when the Bible says it's a shame for a man to have long hair, what is it talking about? It's whatever length it had when it falls out on you. Do you understand? That's the length too long for you because your hair just fell out. So that's it for you. So now what does that mean? You can grow your hair as a man as long as you want. It damn sure ain't too long, right? Because it grew like that. Then there'll come a time when it stops. You get my point? That's the end of your hair growth. Nature has dictated it. The point is, this precept is not about you going down to your barber every 2 goddamn weeks thinking nature sent you down there. Nature didn't send you to the barber shop. But I do know someone that does want you to get a nice haircut every 2 weeks and a shave. And that's your boss, that white man you work for. That's the preacher that wants you to be clean cut, to look like a robot. That's his way, and he can have his way. But it's not in the Bible. Everyone understands. All right, next. Come on. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next question, sir, is
Oh, if you read the rest of this, Paul is going to say we don't have a culture of cutting our hair. It's in this verse. You want to read the rest of it? Because I know no Christian ever reads this because they don't see it, because it absolutely proves them to be liars. It's right at the end of this verse. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 16. But if any man seem to be contentious.
But what?
If any man seem to be contentious.
Paul is telling you nature doesn't want you to have long hair. He knows that because nature makes it fall out. But if you want to argue with me over this, if you want to argue with me like, you know what? A man, it can have long hair. Nature does not. My hair never fell out. I kept my braids. Like Command and General. Who else kept their braids up in the age? Command and General YAHANNA first. And General Mahayaman. God damn. And who else? General Hazayan too, man. They kept their hair, brother, up and deep in age, kept their hair. So let's say they say, you know what? It is not, nature does not make a man's hair fall out. And in case any of you are contentious about this, keep going.
We have no such custom.
We have what?
No such custom.
We have what?
No such custom.
No one is telling you to cut your hair because we don't have any such custom to make your hair short, to stop your hair from being long. We don't have a custom of making sure your hair isn't long. It's right there. It's right there. Christians have a custom of making sure that their hair never touches their collar. They have a custom of doing it. Paul didn't. The Israelites didn't. We don't. That's not our culture to make sure your hair is short. You can have short hair. You can have long hair. You can do whatever the hell you want. And our culture is considered aesthetically pleasing to have hair. It's considered aesthetically pleasing to have a large beard. It's a characteristic of beauty for a man in our culture to have hair and a beard. It doesn't mean every man has to have one, but it is what our culture considers masculinely, attractive. Everyone understands. All right, go ahead.
And the rest of the verses also.
Please.
Okay. We have no such custom, neither the churches of God.
It's right there in front of you, Christians. What are you fighting for, the barbers? Who are you? You in the barbers union? You trying to make sure the barbers eat? I hear you. All right, no problem. You gotta hold your point. I'm tight with my time. What's your name, young warrior? Say again. Dexter. Say it again.
Dante.
I can't understand. What do you?
Dante.
Dante. I'm glad. This your first class?
No.
I'm glad to see you, brother. Go ahead and ask your question since you're so polite and kind.
Yes.
Go ahead.
This is a very serious question. It's a little off, but it's in the
Please.
same direction.
Please.
Based on the history books we read as kids, with Christopher Columbus being actually Italian and finding America before the Spanish, knowing that certain people don't have to pay federal taxes.
Right.
that if he was Italian based on this state, just saying this is the Third Circuit, currently, Lord William Penn found this for the king of, I think it was King Charles.
That's right.
And you don't really see no pens, but I know that actor pen, you know. I think that's enough for you because, you know, because I was thinking about that based on what we were just talking about tonight. Federal taxes, didn't Spanish, he was Italian, he found it for the Spanish, and they don't have to pay. So something adding up, and it's not us.
Give him a hand. You telling the truth. It ain't us. This is what you want to understand now. Rich white people, they work for who they want to work for. They team up and partner with whoever they want to be partners with. And we just have to serve whoever has the guns and whoever is in our community with those guns. And really, Christopher Columbus can work with Spain and not Italy, because the Queen of Spain is the one that financed his trip. She did it. Italy don't. He can work with whoever will pay for the boats. And when he comes to America, he'll pay her back for her investment. And then he'll slaughter and kill the North American Indians. He'll do it because it makes money for him. It makes money for his partners, not for a country, but for who he makes money with. Because the love of money is the root of all evil. And so here we are, blacks and Latinos in the ghettos, in the homeless shelters, sleeping out on the street, suffering and dying in terrible families and in terrible homes, looking at what rich men do far above us. Here's what you have to learn from coming into the Israelite school of UPK. If you change your life, if you can become a completely different person, instead of rich white men ruling over you, you will rule over rich white men. You could do it, but it takes extreme change on your part. The only question is, will you do it? You understand? All right. Anything else, please? With that said, let's pass the class over. Hold up, not yet. 1 second, because I saw, what's his brother's name right here, the young one? I saw Kabad's looking at these. He was pointing at the High Holy Day sign and some of these pictures on the wall. What was he trying to say about that? What do you think about those pictures on the wall, Kabad? You see those pictures on the wall? They're good. That's right. That's what picture? Go ahead over to the picture. Go ahead. Which one? Which one do you like? That's given. He's pointing at the High Holy Day one because that's the one the Passover was on. That's correct, because he's trying to tell us that he knows when the Passover is, which is on this one right here. Come on up, Kabad. Come on up here and get some money. You know what you're doing. I see you working on your speech. You're working on talking and speaking. Good job. You see everything over here? Here's some money for you. Good job. Go see your daddy. Get it on, brother. Clap it up. Now see, and this a brother here, Kaparium, he's the one that told us the date of the Passover. He knows when the Passover date is, and he knows that boys are boys. Is that correct, Kaparium? And what are girls? Girls are girls. Come on up and get some money. He knows what he's talking about. He knows the Passover. He knows something about everything. He's very smart. I heard you get excellent grades in school, too. I heard about your grades. This cat here, tell him about these grades of this brother here. Tell everybody about it. Go ahead.
He was recommended for the gifted program.
This brother here was put in the gifted program. He's reading in, what's that thing he's reading in the, you know how you go to school and you read in the percentiles?
Oh, yeah. He took the standardized test and he got 99th percentile in reading, and it's like 99th percentile, but like above what 99th percentile is. And he got maybe 90th percentile in the math, but he finished the math test in like 15 minutes.
He finished the standardized test in 15 minutes. The teacher said he's in the 99 percentile, but they don't have the 100 percentile. They don't even have it. So he just scored as high as he can, which I think earned some more cash. Well done. Give it a hand, brother. Woo! We're gonna all work for him one day. And I'm ready. I'm ready for him to be the Lord and master of the universe, and we all just work for him. It's fine with me. Everybody understands. With that, let's pass the class over to Priest Officer Mathumya. Yahweh Shimei Shai Brakathon. Tell me about these pictures. Show me pictures. What picture do you see? Let me see. Which one? Which one do you like? This one? This one? Which one? Hold on a second. Those are pictures. Good job. Good job. Take some more money. Good job, Tom. Good job. Pictures. Good job. Which one? These are brothers in the UPK.
The I.S.U.K is a different announcement. The I.S.U.K started out 1 West 125th Street in Boston, New York, on the command training army. New brother and sister, when a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Read about it in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, Lord Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. He's tempting the heathen, Yahshua, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Feast of Dedication, which is on December 3rd, 20. Feast of Dedication, which is on Sunday 14, December 14, 2025. Remind Aki and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, blue shirt, headband, and scarf. With that being said, all men, Israel, free the Madu, which means to stand. We'll give one courtesy salute. Mar Shabbat, Madu, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak, Yahweh Sar, and free sisters. We have Israel and sisters salute. Mar Shabbat, Madu, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, Yahweh class is next.